backyard is so beautiful this year, Laura. Southview Design did a lot of tropicals, some ferns behind me. I mean, the assortment.
Lush.
Yeah, and your peonies back there were stunning. I actually had a chance to cut them and bring them home for a celebration. Yes, last Sunday. So we love that. Okay, so we've got some great questions. Let's start out with Terry's question. Terry wants to know what this is, and it has a lot of thorns on this. We're showing this beautiful purple plant. Laura?
Yeah. So this is a native rose in Minnesota. Now it's kind of hard to tell the exact variety, could be one of two. A prickly wild rose has thorns all the way up on both the old and the new wood, but a smooth wild rose only has prickles on the old growth. So that's how you tell the difference between the two, but a beautiful native rose that I happen to love. So a good plant.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Jody is having her backyard landscaping redone in July, and she wants to remove and save all the daylilies and the hostas to be transplanted by the landscapers. How long will they last after being dug up? But she wants to know when she needs to get them basically back in the ground. This is a good question.
This is an excellent question, but the good news for her is that hostas, daylilies, same goes for sedum, irises. They are plants of steel. So they are excellent candidates for taking them out. They can sit out for a while before you put back in. One of the members of the Grove Facebook page actually had an excellent idea. Get a kiddie pool, throw them in there with a little bit of soil on them. You don't have to plant them very meticulously or do a great job of getting all the roots covered and planted tight in, but they'll last in there for great. Just make sure your kiddie pool doesn't start to hold too much water, maybe poke some holes in the bottom of it, and they could live in there even for weeks before you get them planted back in. So no problem there.
That's a super inexpensive, great idea. I was walking out of Target this week. It was one of those rainy days, and this mom had her kids, and she had a baby pool on her head. I was like, this is hilarious. Good idea. Way to go, Mom. Okay.
Way to go, Mom.
Yes. Dory has a question. What do you think happened to this plant? It was fine yesterday.
Yeah.
I know exactly what's going on there.
Exactly. So this plant spent most of its life, if not all of its life, in a greenhouse and in a garden center. So then when it's put outside for the first time, there's no chance for it to acclimate or get used to the actual direct sunlight. So my guess here is that the plant got too much direct sun too quickly, and it just couldn't handle it. So a lot of water, bring it back to the shade. And this is where you're going to have to introduce it gradually to a little more light every day. And this goes for a lot of the plants that you buy at an indoor garden center. Even if they're direct sun plants, they're going to need to be introduced slowly, because this is what happens when it goes straight from the greenhouse to the full direct sun without any chance to get used to it.
Yes, such a good note. Just kind of like gradually introduce those into that full sun. Okay, Mike's daughter is building some berms in her yard to disguise a septic system drain field. Can they put landscaping fabric and mulch on top of it and some annuals and some perennials, or is it better to use sod? Also a good question.
Right, and the what I recommend for this is our friends at Minnesota Native Landscapes, who helped us with our front yard prairie at KARE 11, have a septic mound mix. So specific plants that are designed to grow on top of a septic mound. These are plants that are drought tolerant, and they're not water seeking. So they're not going to try their hardest to send their roots down into the septic system. So those are what you want. You don't want any plant that really goes to seek for the water. No rain garden type plants there. Mulch is a little bit questionable on top of a septic septic mound. You certainly don't want it too thick. But my recommendation would be to get one of the septic mound specific mixes. You seed it all over the top. You don't have to mow it, and it's a beautiful wildflower garden for you.
What a great idea that they came up with that, and what a great idea to do just that. You know, it's funny, up at my parents' cabin that they have with my brother, they did snow on the mountain, and that was perfect for that because it's spread, it looks great. So, or ferns, those work as well. All right, great questions. Love seeing you, miss you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and tell Brian happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you, Val, and to David too.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. So here is the information. If you want to join our page, which is fantastic, over 90,000 people enjoy it every single day, just go ahead and text GROW to 763-797-7215, and we'll be right back.